And Tommy Bridewell, so these three riders out front, they've all got the harder rear.
Yes.
But Tommy's the only one with a soft front.
Yes.
So will that play a big part? Across the line then to start lap 9 of 12. 27.8. They're all exactly the same in terms of lap times. We've just had 2/3 distance completed in the race.
Yeah, what I would say is a rear tyre, grip is grip, and if you've got more grip, you can soon feel that as a rider and you can use it. But actually, front tyre is more about feel. It is about grip as well, but it's also about feel. You want a tyre you can feel what it's doing. So that's, yeah, I mean, I think some riders like a softer front tyre. I always liked a soft front tyre. And it's about what you're feeling back through the front of your bike.
And what is impressive, James, is that at this stage of the race, these three guys are all in the 127s. And you look at Glenn Irwin, he's in the 29s in fourth.
Yep.
So these guys are getting a fair lick on, let's be honest, out front. Kyle Ryde it is that leads from Tommy Bridewell and Leon Haslam, who just cannot find a way through on Bridewell.
Storm Stacey, 79.
Yeah, this is a great run from Storm. He's through on Ryan Vickers. He's got through on Jason O'Halloran as well.
Yeah. Jason, there's something wrong with Jason. We presumed it was tyres. Maybe it's something else. He's really struggling. This isn't him, really.
Well, the bike is just bucking and weaving.
It is.
All over
Yeah,
the
that's
place.
what makes you think it must be the tyres.
Just up ahead of these guys, you just saw Brooks there looking like he wanted to make a move on Danny Kent. That's for 6th place. But yeah, the poor start to the season just continuing here for O'Halloran at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vickers through on Storm Stacey into Goddard's. We've begun lap 10 of 12, and there are 6/10 covering the top 2 or 3. Haslam again was the quickest rider on circuit.
Yep.
In fact, the only rider in the 120
By
seconds.
quite a bit, yeah, by 3/4 tenths.
There it is, the top 3 on your screen. That gap out front is just enough to keep Kyle Ryde safe at the moment. Look at Haslam.
Looks like he's trying to set something up there, doesn't it?
He's making shapes, and he is all over the tail of Bridewell, but cannot find a way through. Through Coppice Corner. Again, Haslam here trying to get into the slipstream of Tommy Bridewell, but he's not passing that Ducati on this back straight here.
Trouble is with these bikes now, there's so much power that the opportunities for slipstreaming are limited. The straights are so short, you know, because of the power. By the time you wrestle the bike out of Coppice, you're almost having to brake for fog S's, so the slipstreaming is less important the more power you've got.
And we're running out of time. We're about to start the penultimate lap of the race here, and Kyle Ryde so far
Great
so
ride.
good.
From Ryde.
Through Goddard's. 2 more laps remain. Kyle Ryde leads over the line by what looks to be 5/6 of a second, and is, and again, both of them in the 127s. This is what it looks like in the championship at the moment. Glenn Irwin and his teammate Tommy Bridewell would be locked on 103 points, with Brooks in 3rd, 6 points adrift, and then that really puts Kyle Ryde into the picture as well if he holds on to this victory.
Yeah, well, what's let Kyle Ryde down in the past in championship terms has been his consistency, and it looks like this year he might just have sort of sorted that out.
You can see the speedy top speeds. That's quite a short back straight there as well. 170 mile an hour for Leon Haslam, who still can't find a way past Tommy Bridewell. Looking further down the order, a little shout out to Max Cook, who's on for a couple of points as well. He's been in a tussle with Danny Buchan and Hector Barbara. It's going to be one of his best results of the year so far, the rookie.
Well, this is closing up a bit at the front here.
Just at the right stage as well. Kyle Ryde might just attract a bit of pressure with one final lap, which is coming up shortly. They break down into the Melbourne Loop at this Donington Park GP circuit. This is how it would look on the grid. The 3 riders on your screen would be on that front row with Haslam on pole. We're about to start the final lap, and they are closer. They're not close enough.
I don't think they are.
But they are closer. The final lap then of the Bike Social BSB sprint race. Kyle Ryde at the moment in charge and should be able to manage this one to the end.
Just needs to be clean, he'll know exactly what the position is, he'll look at his lap board and he just has to hit his points, not make any mistakes, and he's got this.
Through Craner curves, no problem here. This is a good first sector from Kyle Ryde. Leon Haslam
Here comes Haslam.
challenging. Leon Haslam is through. but he's got a bit wider, the old hairpin, and that allows Bridewell to pass him again. Good effort, though, from Haslam.
He ain't giving up either.
Of course he hasn't. Is he going to have a go here into McLean's?
Not enough room there, no. Trouble is, I don't think he's got the speed on the straight to get anywhere near to have a go on the brakes into Foggy S's.
So Haslam and Bridewell will fight it out for second and third, but they're not catching Kyle Ryde out front.
Nope.
This has been a superb race.
Great ride for him.
Plan A executed. And he has delivered on what he said on the grid as well. Leon Haslam, he's got, what, two more
goals.
chances?
Yeah, that's what he's got. Yep.
So first of all, here, into the Melbourne loop. He's not close enough. It's just Goddard's, and that has, you've got to make it stick, and he's just not close enough.
He's going to be a lunge now, and I don't think he's going to do that.
The checkered flag is out. Kyle Ryde has been awesome. Pole to victory. Lights out. Top step. He's done it. Kyle Ryde wins here at Donington from Tommy Bridewell and Leon Haslam. Further back here, Glenn Irwin coming under a bit of pressure from Josh Brooks, who's had a late flurry, number 25, but the championship leader before this one, oh, that was close. He just about holds on to that in fifth ahead of Brooks. Kyle Ryde said on the grid, if I can get out front, I'm going to go like stink. Well, he's just stuck the place out.
Exactly. There he has, yep, that's exactly what I wanted to do. He's at his best doing that. We've seen it before. Most of his wins have come that way.
And look at Jason Halloran. He crosses the line 14th. What's happened here then? Oh, Halloran and Hickman. Oh, well, they've got a bit of history, these two as well. Oof. Oh, blimey.
I tell you what, we know he stopped on, but he did well to do so.
That's a fast place to be going on the grass. He's done well there.
Brilliant. Just did so well to stop on that bike. It is dry, that gives you a little bit of grip on the grass, but that's, that's 150 miles an hour hit the grass.
So, familiar names on the podium here in British Superbike, but Kyle Ryde has got himself back on that top step. He opened his account at the start of the year, of course, the first race win of the season, but this is excellent stuff from Ryde. The lap record and the new lap record here at Donington goes to Leon Haslam. That's his fourth podium on the trot as well, so he's still going to be well in touch in terms of the championship.
Yeah, I think he's going to be happy with that. Right in touch, and still at a point where they haven't got the bike how they want it. There are very few spares in the truck. I mean, I've been round and talked to him, and they're working with limited resource at the minute.
Here are the results and standings then, from lights out to victory for the Lamy OMG Racing Yamaha of Kyle Ryde. Tommy Bridewell was second ahead of Leon Haslam, and then it was Jackson in fourth ahead of Glenn Irwin. Good ride that from Jackson.